Hello there, and thank you for joining us in this quick video where we're going to be walking through the Investia Africa Model Review add-ins. In this video, what we're going to be doing is walking through what the add-ins are and how you install them. First of all, before we get started, you need to ensure that your Microsoft Excel is closed. You need to ensure that you've downloaded the add-ins from www.investia.com. Once you make that download, you'll be receiving a zipped folder, and that folder is what I'm going to go to right now, where you can be able to then look to install the macros. I will request that you unzip that folder, and once you've unzipped it, we'll go through a file called readme just to sort of understand what these add-ins are. And then after that, over the next couple of videos, my colleagues and I shall be walking through each of those add-ins to be able to use them. So allow me now to go. I've already downloaded the file, so I'm going to go to the folder where I've saved that file. So let me do that very quickly. And so you can see up here that I have the Investia Model Review add-ins. So what I'm going to do as per the instructions is to first of all unzip this folder. So I'm just going to double click on that, and actually now I'll go back and just right click on these, and I'll say that I want to extract all, and it's going to extract to the same folder. And once I extract, then I end up with these Investia Model Review add-ins. Now once I double click on these, I'll find there's a file not called readme but called how to. So I'm going to open that file, and now I can see some instructions around each of the different add-ins. So as you can tell here, the add-ins are looking at row inconsistency, export, import, all the way down to the zoom size. Now the first 1, 2, 3 are very good for model review perspective. The end cell is very good when you're trying to reduce the size of the file that you have, and we'll walk through that specifically. And of course you have the name manager and the zoom size and the calculation mode, which are some extras that we've thrown in there that help you in different scenarios, and we're going to be speaking about them as we move through the different videos. So let's now try and install the file. So I'm going to close this for now. As mentioned, we'll go through each of these videos individually, each of these add-ins individually. So I'm going to close this file. So I've just closed it. And so here you see then the files. Remember, as we mentioned, you have to ensure that your Microsoft Excel is closed. So once your Microsoft Excel is closed, I'm going to come in here, and I'm just going to, and for me, mine is closed. I can tell that because I closed it just before. So I'm going to come into the setup file here, just double click on it. Once I double click on it, the setup is now looking to run, and you can tell here it's saying installation has been successful. So I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to go to my Microsoft Excel. So I'm just going to click on this and open my Excel, and my Excel is loading there. And so once my Microsoft Excel loads, then it will ask you, please enter your email ID to activate the Investia add-ins. So here you're supposed to be entering your email address in small letters. So I'm going to put in my email address here. Of course, you'd put your email in this case. And the idea here is that before you can be able to use the files, you'll be required to register for that. And so for that, then you'll reach out to us and be able to help you to register. So I'm going to click OK here. Once I click OK, you'll see at the top, there's a new tab that has just come in called Investia. Now, once you see this tab called Investia, these are the Investia add-ins, and it shows that you've been able to install these add-ins. Now, of course, now I can open my Excel, press Ctrl-N to be able to open my Excel. And if I click on these add-ins, now I see there's some extra things which have come in, extra tools which have come in. And so really you have something for tracing formulas. You have a table of contents if you want to create a table of contents, if you want to create a track sheet. These ones we're going to speak about a bit later. And then you have, of course, if you want to figure out the external links, I just mentioned this is where you're trying to figure out whether your model has some links which are not part of these Excel spreadsheet you're looking at. This is the end cell one that I mentioned, and this shows you which is the last used cell in a specific sheet and generates a report for each of the sheets that you have open. And this is very good when you're trying to compress or to reduce the size of the file that you have. I'm going to jump to this zoom size, and this is a very good tool, especially when you have a model with several tabs or several sheets. and you're trying to reduce the size, you're trying to get to one zoom size, this is one of the tools that then you use, and you just set the zoom very easily. Then you have the calculation mode, which is for setting whether you want to be on auto calculation mode or you want to be on manual calculation mode. We've spoken about that in different videos in our training course at learn.investia.com. And then you have sort of like items here for shading, which we'll be walking through. Now, of course, if you don't want to use the tool at any one point, you can just close it. But that, in essence, is how you make the installation. For the next couple of videos, we walk through each of these different tools to make it easy for you to be able to use them. Now, remember, as I indicated, we'll be using a case study, which will be coming from one of our financial modeling courses, which is available at learn.investia.com to review each of these different tools. Thank you very much for joining on this video. If you have any questions, feel free to write to us at info.investia.com.